Hello and welcome back once again. This is Ace of Diamonds Magic, and today we have another episode of Playing Card Collectors Only. There was a lot that happened this past week, and I'm excited to unpack it all with all of you. So without further ado, let's get started. So before we do anything else, I want to talk about these right here. The Roasters V2 Pumpkin Spice Edition. I was able to get my hands on some. These are so much fun. I love the back design, the orange hue to it compared to the Roasters V1, and the court cards are always fun with organic playing cards. So there's still some that you can pick up for yourself. So check that out at Riffle Shuffle. So we're going to start off with the decks that are available on Kickstarter, and we're going to go pretty quick through that because not in Kickstarter there's a couple of surprises that I'm really excited to announce as far as some announced and released playing cards. So first we have the Pharmacy Almanac playing cards. So here you go, here is some pictures. What a really great deck of cards. This company's come out with some other cards as well. Next, we're going to go to the fried chicken scented playing cards. You know what playing cards have needed this entire time? They've needed to be scented like fried chicken. I don't know about that, but these cards are super fun, and the fact that they're scented like fried chicken brings it home. So there you go, the fried chicken scented playing cards. Now we have the Battlefield playing cards. The Battlefield playing cards. Whoa, what a stunning tuck box, and you have court cards that represent different people who were on the battlefield throughout history. So a really great deck of cards, really fun. They went all out. Finally, when it comes to Kickstarter, we have the Bonfire Pasteboards, the Any Order animated deck of cards. These cards have 6 points of animation, so when you riffle through the cards, it looks like you have a bonfire going on right there on the pack of cards. And the best part, just like the title says, it can be in any order. What a fun deck. I love that idea. And they're still on Kickstarter. A lot of time left to go here, so get your hands on some. So that's what I've got for Kickstarter. We're going to put that aside. We're going to move on. We have so many things to announce, and we're going to start by talking about the cards that have already been released. And we're going to start off with the Dan and Dave Smoke and Mirrors V9 Purple Edition. So these cards have a similar look and feel to the V4s that were released in 2010. These are in a purple color, fantastic purple color. I love the purple color on decks of cards, and it has a dotted back design, and of course, Smoke and Mirrors are known in the world of playing cards. So I've got these right here on the Dan and Dave website. Next, we have the Bucks Souvenir playing cards. Again, these are on the Dan and Dave's website. These are inspired by an old deck of cards from the 90s that were released as a promotional item for some cigarettes. But we have Ace Fulton that came out with these, or Brad Fulton as you might know him, came out with these cards as a birthday gift for Dan and Dave. Luckily I was able to get my hands on some. There might still be some available right on Dan and Dave's website. They're just a fun deck of cards to have with a two-headed buck design. We're going to move on to Ace Fulton playing cards, or Fulton playing cards himself, with the ALFRED HITCHCOCK'S VERTIGO playing cards. Man, did Fulton pull these out, and they look amazing. I am super excited to see these in person if I get the chance and really look at the design. They look so much fun, and there's so many little details that connect it to all of the Alfred Hitchcock movies. So there you go. Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo playing cards on Fulton's playing cards. Now, a couple weeks ago, we talked about the CardCon bicycle decks that were announced. Now they are released, and you can get all of them from bicyclecards.com. So, first things first, we have the blue and red Orbit Tally-Ho playing cards. So the Tally-Ho and Orbit blue and red playing cards, a twist on your standard Orbit cards. Super fun. If you like Tally-Hos and you like the Orbit playing cards, these are for you. Next, we see the Bicycle David Blaine Gator Bag Holographic MetalLuxe playing cards. Now that's a mouthful, but these cards look so good. And you have that wonderful foiling on the back, and you have the really custom court cards with the faces being changed for people in David Blaine's life, and a couple of extra special pieces there as well. Next, we have the Bicycle Peacock playing cards. Bicycle's pulling all of their stops out for this deck of cards. It has everything done to it that you can imagine. It's got the foiling, it has the MetalLuxe, it has all of the things, and the back of these cards in the pictures look amazing. I'm really interested to see what they look like in person, again, if I ever get the chance. And the last deck of cards that we're going to talk about that has already been released that you can go out and purchase is the Tally-Ho King's Wild Project playing cards. So these cards are designed by Jackson Robinson from King's Wild Project, and again, they're a spin on the Tally-Ho cards. Now, the Orbit cards are more of a modern spin. I think that Jackson took a approach of bringing back some of the classic pieces that are well known in the Tally-Ho world, and you have a really great Joker that is designed to look like a fox, and some other special touches that are built within. One of the great parts about this deck of cards is that if you want to get a signed deck by Jackson Robinson, you can order it from the King's Wild Project website directly for the same price, and you can get a signed pack of these Tally-Ho custom cards. So if you want something that's really unique, really custom, that's what I'm going to say go and do. Go straight to the King's Wild Project website and order a signed deck, maybe two, so you can have one to spare. And that's what we have going on in the world of announced playing cards that you can go out and purchase online right now. Now let's change gears to cards that have been announced but haven't been released, and cards that have been teased to come out. So we've got two different decks of cards, one from Dan and Dave and one from Dan and Dave's website, Art of Play. The Art of Play deck of cards is going to be going by the name of Just Type playing cards. They're playing cards that have icons on them that represent the numbers and the letters for the court cards. The colors are done really well. I'm super excited to see some more pictures once these cards get released. And we also know that Dan and Dave are going to release a special deck for Black Friday. Right now, all we're seeing is the tuck box, and it has numbered seals, but man, that tuck box looks amazing. And the final thing I want to talk about is the Art of Play mystery decks. I believe it was last week I got an email saying that they're going to be doing mystery decks differently this year. They've got 13 decks of cards that they have not released, and they're going to be putting them into the mystery decks. So if you want these decks of cards, right now the only way to get them is through the mystery decks once those become available. And I put a link to the mystery decks in the description so that way you can click the notify button to find out when the mystery decks come back in stock. I'm a big fan of the mystery decks. I always try to get several so I can get lots of different playing cards. And one of the things I love about Art of Play is all of their playing cards are fantastic, so I'm never disappointed even if I get a duplicate or two. So with that, that's what we have going on in the world of playing cards this week. Like I said, it was going to be a lot. So I appreciate all of you for watching this far and seeing what's going on in the world of playing cards. And let me tell you something, I don't keep an eye on all of the different outlets. So if you know of playing cards that are coming out, that are going to be announced or released, let me know in the comments down below so that way I can include it in a future video. I want these videos to be for everyone in the playing card community to learn and know what's coming out, when the release dates are, and where they can put their credit card numbers in. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about the series down below and how I can make it better. I appreciate all of your support. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Oh, so good.